In the bustling world of daytime television, where celebrities often grace the stage with polished smiles and rehearsed anecdotes, an unexpected storm brewed on the set of Tamron Hall's show. It all began innocently enough, with Denzel Washington, the iconic actor known for his powerful performances in films like Training Day and The Equalizer, stepping onto the vibrant set amid thunderous applause from the live audience. Tamron Hall, the charismatic host with her signature blend of empathy and probing questions, welcomed him warmly, her eyes sparkling with anticipation for what promised to be a riveting conversation about his latest project and personal insights. As the interview commenced, the atmosphere was electric, filled with laughter and light-hearted banter that captivated viewers at home. However, beneath the surface, tensions simmered as Hall delved deeper into Washington's private life, touching on topics that the actor had previously deemed off-limits in various press tours. Washington, ever the professional, initially responded with grace, sharing stories from his illustrious career that spanned decades, from his breakthrough in glory to his directorial ventures. But as Hall pressed on, her questions grew more intrusive, veering into rumors about his family dynamics and past controversies that had been sensationalized by tabloids. The audience sensed the shift, their murmurs growing as Washington's demeanor changed from affable to guarded. He leaned forward, his voice steady yet firm, reminding Hall that certain aspects of his life were not fodder for public consumption. Hall, perhaps caught up in the moment or driven by the desire for viral sound bites, doubled down, suggesting that as a public figure, he owed transparency to his fans. This sparked the first visible crack in the facade, with Washington raising an eyebrow and retorting that respect should be mutual in any dialogue. The exchange escalated quickly, words flying like sparks from a flint, as Hall accused him of being evasive, while Washington countered that her line of questioning was disrespectful and unprofessional. The studio crew exchanged uneasy glances, the director and the control room signaling for a commercial break, but the momentum was unstoppable. Washington's frustration boiled over when Hall referenced an old interview clip out of context, twisting his words to imply something he never intended. Standing up abruptly, he declared that he wouldn't tolerate being ambushed on live TV, his commanding presence filling the room as he removed his microphone. Security personnel, sensing the rising heat, moved in cautiously, but it was Washington who chose to exit, not before delivering a poignant statement about the importance of integrity in journalism and entertainment. The audience gasped in shock, some cheering his stand while others sat in stunned silence. Tamron Hall, visibly flustered, attempted to regain composure, apologizing vaguely before cutting to commercials. Backstage, the altercation continued briefly, with heated words exchanged away from the cameras, leading to Washington's swift departure from the premises. This incident, now dubbed the Denzel debacle, sent shockwaves through social media, with hashtags trending worldwide as fans debated who was in the right. Clips of the confrontation went viral, amassing millions of views within hours, sparking discussions on celebrity privacy versus public interest. Industry insiders speculated on the fallout, wondering if it would affect Washington's upcoming projects or Hall's ratings. In the aftermath, Washington issued a statement via his publicist, emphasizing his respect for hosts who conduct interviews with dignity, while subtly criticizing sensationalism in media. Hall, on her part, addressed the issue in a subsequent episode, expressing regret for how the interview unfolded but defending her role as a journalist seeking truth. The event highlighted the fragile line between entertainment and exploitation, reminding everyone that even legends like Washington have boundaries. As the dust settled, it became clear that this wasn't just a momentary lapse but a reflection of broader issues in celebrity culture, where personal lives are often dissected for ratings. Viewers tuned in en masse for the next shows, eager for more drama, proving that controversy sells. Yet, for Washington, it was a stand for self-respect, reinforcing his status not just as an actor but as a man of principle. The story continued to unfold in tabloids and online forums, with varying accounts adding layers to the narrative. Some claimed Hall had been warned about sensitive topics, others suggested it was a publicity stunt gone wrong. Regardless, it marked a memorable chapter in television history, one that would be referenced in future interviews and analyses. Delving deeper into the prelude of the altercation, it's essential to understand the context surrounding Denzel Washington's appearance on Tamron Hall's show. Washington was promoting his new film, a gripping drama about redemption and justice, themes that resonate deeply with his body of work. The invitation seemed standard, a platform to connect with fans and discuss his craft. Hall's show, known for its heartfelt conversations and celebrity revelations, appeared the perfect fit. However, whispers in Hollywood circles hinted at underlying friction. Washington had recently expressed disdain for invasive media tactics in a podcast interview. Unbeknownst to the public, pre-interview discussions reportedly included boundaries set by Washington's team, which Hall's producers allegedly assured would be honored. As the taping day arrived, the set buzzed with excitement, crew members adjusting lights and cameras while audience members settled in, unaware of the impending fireworks. Washington arrived punctually, exuding his trademark charisma, shaking hands and posing for photos. Hall greeted him backstage with enthusiasm, but sources later revealed a slight tension in their initial exchange. Once on air, the interview started smoothly, with Hall praising Washington's accolades, including his 2 Academy Awards and numerous nominations. They reminisced about his early days in theater, his transition to film, and the mentors who shaped him. Laughter echoed as Washington shared amusing on-set stories from collaborations with directors like Spike Lee and Tony Scott. Yet, the tone shifted when Hall pivoted to personal matters, inquiring about his marriage to Pauletta Washington and how they navigated fame's pressures. Washington answered diplomatically at first, highlighting the strength of their partnership over 4 decades. But Hall persisted, bringing up unsubstantiated rumors of marital strife from years ago, prompting Washington to interject firmly. He questioned their relevance, stating that his family deserved privacy. Hall, interpreting this as defensiveness, pushed further, suggesting that sharing vulnerabilities could inspire others. This ignited the spark. Washington's voice rose slightly, emphasizing that inspiration comes from art, not personal expose. Copyright S. The audience shifted uncomfortably, sensing the discomfort. Hall attempted to lighten the mood with a joke, but it fell flat, exacerbating the situation. Washington, feeling cornered, accused her of crossing ethical lines, comparing it to tabloid journalism rather than meaningful dialogue. The back and forth intensified, with Hall defending her approach as empowering, while Washington countered that empowerment doesn't involve disrespect. Production staff scrambled, but the live element made intervention tricky. Finally, Washington stood, declaring the interview over, and walked off stage amid gasps. Security escorted him out, not because of aggression, but to manage the chaos. Post-incident, reactions poured in from celebrities. Some supported Washington for standing his ground, others criticized him for overreacting. Hall's team released a statement expressing disappointment but wishing him well. The video footage, leaked online, showed unedited moments, fueling debates on media ethics. Analysts pointed out similar past incidents, like Washington's tense exchanges in other interviews, but none as dramatic. This event underscored the power dynamics in talk shows, where hosts hold the reins but guests can reclaim control. In the following days, ratings for Hall's show spiked, ironically benefiting from the controversy. Washington, undeterred, continued his promotional tour elsewhere, receiving sympathetic coverage. The altercation became a case study in communication courses, illustrating how quickly rapport can dissolve. Fans rallied around Washington, praising his authenticity, while critics accused him of diva behavior. Hall reflected in a later monologue, admitting lessons learned about sensitivity. Ultimately, it humanized both figures, showing that even in glamour, conflicts arise like in everyday life. The script of this drama wrote itself, captivating the public imagination long after the credits rolled. Examining the immediate aftermath of Denzel Washington's dramatic exit from Tamron Hall's show reveals a whirlwind of media frenzy and public discourse that amplified the incident's impact. As soon as the commercial break hit, the studio erupted in whispers and speculation, with audience members pulling out phones to record reactions. Hall, left alone on stage, composed herself quickly, transitioning to the next segment with forced cheer, but the elephant in the room loomed large. Backstage, Washington's team swiftly arranged his departure, avoiding further interactions. Reports emerged of a brief, intense conversation with producers, where apologies were offered but tensions remained high. Social media exploded. Twitter, now X, lit up with clips shared by attendees. Hashtags like #Denzel walks out and #Tamron vs. Denzel trending globally. Celebrities weighed in. Oprah Winfrey called for mutual respect in interviews, while Whoopi Goldberg defended Hall's journalistic zeal on The View. Washington, silent initially, later posted a cryptic message on Instagram about valuing one's peace, garnering millions of likes. Hall addressed the elephant in her next episode, tearfully recounting the mishap and expressing admiration for Washington despite the clash. Viewers tuned in record numbers, boosting her show's visibility. Industry experts analyzed the fallout, noting potential damage to Hall's reputation among A-listers wary of similar ambushes. Washington's camp emphasized his no-nonsense approach, reinforcing his image as uncompromising. Legal teams reviewed contracts, but no lawsuits materialized, suggesting an amicable resolution behind closed doors. Fan theories abounded. Was it staged for publicity? Did Hall's questions stem from network pressure? Investigations by entertainment outlets like TMZ uncovered that the contentious topic involved a misquoted statement from Washington's memoir, exaggerated by Hall for effect. This revelation shifted some blame, with critics accusing the show of sensationalism. Washington's career, however, remained unscathed. His film opened to strong box office numbers, perhaps buoyed by the buzz. Hall's program introduced new guidelines for guest interactions, aiming to prevent recurrences. The incident sparked broader conversations on mental health in the spotlight, with Washington advocating for boundaries in subsequent talks. Podcasts dissected the body language, pointing to micro-expressions of irritation from both parties. In hindsight, it mirrored other celebrity walk-offs, like Kanye West's infamous interruptions. But Washington's poise set it apart. Public opinion polls showed divided support, with older demographics siding with Washington and younger viewers appreciating Hall's boldness. Merchandise even surfaced, like t-shirts reading "Don't Tamron Me," turning drama into dollars. The event's longevity surprised many, referenced in late-night monologues by hosts like Jimmy Fallon, who parodied the exchange hilariously. Washington's resilience shone through as he laughed it off in a later interview, turning negativity into a teachable moment. Hall, too, grew from it, inviting experts on privacy rights for a special episode. This altercation, though heated, ultimately fostered growth and dialogue in the entertainment industry, proving that from conflict can come clarity. As time passed, the story evolved from scandal to anecdote, shared at parties and panels. Both figures moved forward, their paths occasionally crossing at events with cordial nods. The video script of this saga continues to inspire content creators, replaying the moment for new audiences. In essence, it reminded us that stars are human, prone to flare-ups under pressure. The legacy endures, a cautionary tale wrapped in celebrity allure. To fully appreciate the cultural ripple effects of the Denzel Washington and Tamron Hall altercation, one must consider how it reshaped perceptions of talk show dynamics and celebrity interactions. In the weeks following, media outlets dissected every frame of the footage, with body language experts opining on Washington's crossed arms signaling defensiveness and Hall's wide gestures indicating assertiveness. This analysis fueled think pieces in publications like Variety and The Hollywood Reporter, questioning the balance between entertainment and ethics. Washington's supporters launched online petitions for better guest protections, while Hall's fans praised her for challenging the status quo. The incident inspired satirical sketches on Saturday Night Live, with impersonators capturing the tension hilariously. Washington's film promotion adapted, focusing on positive narratives, and he even joked about the event during red carpet appearances, diffusing potential backlash. Hall's show experienced a ratings surge but faced scrutiny from advertisers concerned about controversy. Behind the scenes, industry whispers suggested coaching sessions for hosts on sensitive questioning. Washington's statement, released days later, emphasized forgiveness but reiterated the need for respect, earning widespread applause. Hall responded graciously, inviting Washington back, though he politely declined. Social media influencers recreated the scene in viral videos, amplifying its reach to younger demographics. Academic circles used it as a case study in communication breakdowns, highlighting cultural nuances and confrontation styles. The Altercation also spotlighted diversity in media, with discussions on how black celebrities navigate predominantly white spaces. Washington's poise was lauded as exemplary, contrasting with stereotypes. Hall, as a black woman in hosting, faced double standards and criticism, prompting solidarity from peers. The event timing, amid awards season, added intrigue, with speculation on Oscar implications. Though Washington's talent overshadowed the drama, fan art and memes proliferated, from edited clips to fan fiction imagining reconciliations. Talk radio buzzed with call-ins debating fault, revealing societal divides on privacy. Washington's philanthropy work gained attention, humanizing him further. Hall pivoted her show toward empowering stories, turning lemons into lemonade. Legal experts weighed in on potential defamation claims, but amicability prevailed. The story's evolution saw collaborative efforts, like joint charity appearances, though unconfirmed. Video essays on YouTube analyzed similar historical incidents, from Barbara Walters' tough interviews to modern walk-offs. Washington's legacy as a trailblazer remained intact, inspiring aspiring actors to assert boundaries. Hall's resilience shone, as she hosted high-profile guests successfully post-incident. The Altercation's true winner was the audience, entertained by the authenticity amid scripted lives. As months passed, it faded from headlines but lingered in collective memory, a reminder of vulnerability and fame. Both parties emerged stronger, their careers bolstered by the buzz. This chapter in pop culture history underscores the unpredictable nature of live TV, where scripts can derail spectacularly. Ultimately, it fostered empathy, encouraging viewers to consider the humans behind the headlines. The script of reconciliation, if any, remains unwritten, but the impact is indelible. Reflecting on the personal toll of the heated altercation between Denzel Washington and Tamron Hall brings to light the emotional undercurrents often hidden from public view. For Washington, a man who has built a career on portraying complex characters with depth and dignity, the incident likely stirred frustrations accumulated from years in the spotlight. Sources close to him revealed a brief period of introspection following the event, where he reaffirmed his commitment to authenticity over appeasement. Hall, meanwhile, navigated waves of online backlash, with some accusing her of overstepping, prompting her to seek support from mentors in broadcasting. The human element shone through in their respective responses. Washington's measured silence spoke volumes, while Hall's on-air vulnerability connected with viewers facing similar conflicts. Family played a role. Washington's wife reportedly offered unwavering support, reminding him of his worth beyond fame. Hall leaned on her circle, using the experience for personal growth. The incident prompted industry-wide reflections, with unions advocating for clearer guidelines and guest-host interactions. Washington's subsequent interviews emphasized grace under pressure, turning the negative into motivational content. Hall's show incorporated feedback segments, fostering audience engagement. Psychologists commented on the stress of live confrontations, noting adrenaline's role in escalating words. Fans shared stories of similar experiences, creating community around the theme. Washington's charitable endeavors, like his work with the Boys Girls Clubs, gained renewed focus, diverting attention positively. Hall's advocacy for women's issues continued, undimmed by the drama. The altercation's footage, analyzed in slow motion, revealed mutual regret and fleeting expressions. Reconciliation rumors swirled when both attended the same gala, exchanging polite words. Video creators capitalized, producing deep dives into their careers pre- and post-incident. Washington's filmography saw a surge in streams, introducing new fans to classics. Hall's ratings stabilized, with loyal viewers appreciating her candor. The event highlighted media's power to shape narratives, urging responsible journalism. Both figures modeled resilience, inspiring others in high-pressure fields. As the story aged, it became lore, referenced in biographies and documentaries. Washington's stand empowered celebrities to voice discomfort, shifting power dynamics subtly.